You were very prepared. That caught me off guard too, Paula muttered, suddenly looking serious. But it was enough for us to find out your intentions to tag along with us. Her statement was met up with gasps from the duo. Speak up. What is this Subspace Army? Why are they trying to annihilate Ness in particular? And why are you two related to them? That was a very quick mind survey. Lucario growled, feeling ashamed he didn't put up the mental block in time. What else did you get from our minds? He demanded. Yes, yeah, I know. You know, I was saying about him being a Mary Sue and stuff. Where the fuck? When did he get a mental block? When was this established? Maybe it was in the Bond of Aura, or whatever the fuck it was called. The previous fan fiction. This is a sequel to. But you know, it'd be nice if you kind of gave us some fucking precedence for his abilities before you suddenly spring them on us. I mean, you know, the story has enough exposition as it is, but maybe, you know, it's still bad that you just fucking, oh, he has these powers too. Yeah, get used to it. It's a bit abrupt, I guess. Maybe spend less time just, you know, going into such laborious detail about how the job system works. You know, that's because, you know, that's a mystery to the characters as well. We can see that in action. But you know, Lucario has known all along that he's been able to do this. So why is it, you know, why not just tell us that he can do it so it doesn't seem contrived when he does? What else did you get from our minds? He demanded. We didn't get anything else other than that, Paula said. Lucario read their minds for a few seconds and found nothing. She was, okay, he can do that too. That's wonderful. She was telling the truth. They didn't get further into their thoughts, especially the controversial part that Ness's world was a video game. So, I ask again, why is the army after Ness? I can't believe they could read minds, Chris said. I didn't think PSI could grant mind reading too. He stared at the three, waiting for an answer. There's no way we're going to get out of this one now, are we? He told Lucario. No, Ness said. I feel a lot of pressure knowing there's an army I never heard of bent on taking my head. What's that about? Truth is, Lucario spoke up, in a small change to be the one to take the lead. Chris and I aren't from this world. The trio gasped, and so did Chris. We were sent here to keep Ness safe from the Subspace Army. Ah, crap, Chris thought. Now that secret is out. You're going to have to tell him sooner or later. I mean, you had to convince him to join you in the fight against the army, you know. It was only a matter of time. You're not from this world? Juff asked. How can that even be? I'd greatly question why Lucario exists, but not Chris. How are you two from another world? Chris gulped, trying to take the lead next. There's this guy called Master Hand who wants to see Ness safe from this otherworldly threat, he explained. Master Hand opposes the Subspace Army, and he wants to keep the army from ever disrupting the worlds not related to them. Ness happens to be a threat to them, so, yes. Paula and Juff stared wide-eyed at Ness, he himself wide-eyed as well. I'm a threat to an army aside from Gygus? He asked. The duo nodded slowly. Damn! I knew I shouldn't have expected that I knew I shouldn't have inspected that meteor near my house. Meteor, by the way, in case my accent was a little bit too thick there. A little bit too shit there as well. Ness, Paula began, the Carl knows where you live. It'd be futile anyway. Oh, damn it. Ness slumped for a bit. So what is this army? He asked. Tell me anything to lessen this impending threat. For starters, Chris trailed off, the army is made up of monsters led by this guy called Taboo, who wants to take over the world by detonating bombs called subspace bombs to suck everything into a void. Did Master Hand tell them that? Or did the narrator... No, well, no, not the narrator, I'm the narrator. Did Aura Channeler Chris just decide that they should probably know about that? Even though they haven't played the fucking game, because it, you know, had an aura and went crazy and ruined his games and everything, you know. They didn't play the fucking game. They don't know the fucking story. Stop pretending like they do. He looked at Juff, Jeff, that bomb you were trying to deactivate was a subspace bomb trying to take Winters with it. Jeff shuddered as the eyes were on him. I deactivated a space-sucking bomb and you didn't warn me about it? He asked. Oh boy, I don't feel so good in my stomach. An army trying to take Ness down? Paula muttered. As if Gygas wasn't enough. This is a very bad omen indeed. She stared at the duo. This master hand sent you to protect Ness? Yes, Lucario said. It's our duty to keep him from ever hurting Ness. We'll fail if Ness dies. And with it, our whole journey will be for naught, Paula added, looking worried. You two don't seem to hide any bad intentions. Otherwise, Lucario could have crushed Ness under his foot hours ago. Don't joke like that, Ness scolded her, with Lucario looking offended. I know what he can do. No need to make me think of gruesome stuff involving my bloody self. He embraced himself for a brief moment. With the secret out, Chris felt more at liberty to be more outspoken. He thought hard about voicing out his honest opinions until he reached a decision. With his mind made up, he broke off from hugging Lucario to step forward. When was he hugging Lucario? Oh, okay, no, sure, he was holding onto the right side of his body or whatever. You know what I think? He asked. I think we should just keep tagging along till Ness is safe from harm. And when will that be? Ness questioned. How can you tell when I'm not going to be shot down by a random baddie? I have no idea when, Chris admitted sadly. Master Hand didn't elaborate on that. That guy sounds like a prick, Ness said. No offence. He blinked. I don't know why I thought that. Odd. Okay then. Delighted to hear it. Chris shook his head quickly. Master Hand is sure to tell us when it's okay to leave Ness behind. We have to wait till it's safe to do anything else while he's busy doing his journey to stop Gygas. That's what I think, he added meekly. He saw their downcast expressions, hurting him a bit emotionally. Deep down inside, deep down. We truly want to help you out in any way we can. Don't turn us down now. Paula considered the option by rubbing a finger on her chin. You've been a great asset so far, she noted, and perhaps we won't stand a chance against this army by ourselves. I wish our fourth member was here with us to be better prepared. Ness? She turned to the confused boy. What do you say we do? What do you say we do? Ness grumbled and tossed his hands to the sides. Guess we better let Chris and Lucario follow us to the end of the mission, whenever that is, he said. I have enough enemies as is. Chris smiled a bit while Lucario sighed in the background. Oh, thank you, he breathed out. It feels so much better to let this one out at last. Why turn down a dog that can nuke a field with his soul? Ness asked. Lucario's eyes shot open. I have said this one time too many already, and you don't even understand. He stopped yelling when Chris glared his way. I like how it's meant to sound really badass and terrifying, but with a stupid voice, he just sounds like an idiot. He sounds like a fucking character in a kid's cartoon. Yeah, which ironically, he is actually. If you think about it. The Aura Pokemon coughed when he realized his yelling wasn't helping their case, seeing the three children off back immediately. I'm not a dog. Stop calling me that. Point taken, Ness meekly said. With the mission having been revealed to Ness's group, Chris and Lucario would finally be able to rest easy that they had gained their trust. Some difficult decisions were made when they turned out for the night. Paula was given a bed for herself, leaving the four males with a bed. That's not fucking fair. 4 people to one bed, one of whom's a fucking 6'4" Lucario. That's dumb. Just because you're too shy about sharing a bed with a girl. Alright. Ness was able to nab a bed for himself once Juff remembered he had picked up a broken air gun. He managed to turn the broken machine into the Magnum air gun, a much stronger weapon than his pop gun. What? Whatever. As for Chris and Lucario, the Aura Pokemon became Chris's large bed. Aw, that's not very fair. The Aura Pokemon leaned his back to the wall in a sitting position while his trainer took refuge behind his blue arms over his waistline. The boyish teen cursed how he'd forgotten about his fake youthful appearance and height loss, but it had its benefits for an occasion like this. You mean the fact that, or Channel Chris, you mean the fact that you fucking forgot about his fake youthful appearance and height loss, and forgot to mention it in the last chapter. Sorry about my hiccuping, but why would you mention that? Why would he be so angry with himself for forgetting it? I bet it's just that you fucking forgot about it and you just... why did he do that? I don't know. But it had its benefits for an occasion like this. Not like he was looking forward to it ever again. Still, it made Lucario feel so proud to be so close to his trainer for absolute protection. He was happy when he felt waves of relief and gratefulness from his sleeping trainer, getting a good night's rest despite the red aura nagging his senses outside the hotel. As some hours went by, the zombies all over Threed smelled the strong fly honey odor set up in the circus tent, enticing them all to walk mindlessly to the trap. Regretting the fact that Chris had said good morning during the middle of the night, the group woke up and was told by Lucario that all the zombies in the area had been trapped in the circus tent. More importantly, the zombies guarding the mysterious passage up north were gone, leaving the way open. How do you become trapped in the circus tent? I mean, surely it's got a fabric flap. You can surely just push it open and have that be that. Whatever. After taking a good shower and exiting the room, the group was greeted by a happy hotel clerk. Chris questioned again why this was happening. I don't know. Let's make him Russian. Why not? Good midnight. He said, fucking Dracula. He said, "Here's your free copy of the midnight newspaper." Despite showing them the paper, he took it upon himself to read the headlines out loud. "Here are today's headlines in the Three Times. Mysterious crater spotted south of town. Threed Watch community says the zombies did it." Receiving 4 childish stares that knew better than the headlines, Lucario hung his head down in shame. As fucking